So today's shout out is to a guy definitely I watch quite a bit, Dimitri Lascarius. He's from London, Canada. I guess there's a city called that. And that's one of his guests. Yeah, right on point if you want to know what's going on in Gaza, going on other things as well. American political system. You have to find out those sorts of things from foreign sources for the most part. There are some American people as well that actually care. Yeah, whatever. So this is my 10th video of Wake Up America, or as I call it, Worcester. So number 10, it might be, sometimes I forget to change the thing. So, and as usual, you know I do. So if you watch this far, keep it short and sweet. So this time, what am I going to talk about? I was thinking about talking about my hair, because I know y'all think that this is intentional, but it's not. Okay. Anyways, I know you're not thinking about that. No, this time here, I'm going to talk about child porn. No, not going to talk about child porn, although pornography would be kind of something funny to talk about in a non-funny way. No, I think there's a lot of, there's just too much to choose from that my mind's drawn a blank. So probably this won't turn into a real video. Sometimes I do that. When I give you my process, I basically, usually, this is serious, and this is how you should do it. So let's make this about how you should make a video. I think that's why I was going to do this. Or why. We all know how. You put your cell phone in some sort of holding device, hit record, and try to keep it on 20 minutes. And that's my advice anyways. And yeah. Why are you doing it? Like, you want to be a YouTube influencer, blah, 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 or do you want to really just try to help humanity, help the country, help your friends, help your family? So I say you should dive into, I use YouTube. I don't think you need anything else as a tool to find out more about what's going on wherever your particular interest lies, if not in whole lot of areas, because I'm always a big everything's interconnected type of thing. So yeah, but let's say hypothetically you chance upon this and this video, and sort of open your eyes, because my goal is just to open people's eyes. That's my only purpose behind, and with that I can see where I can be helpful, hopefully somehow, and maybe even song creation related to sort of subject matter of very sad subject matter of today. So but I think if you really want to make a difference, y'all got to unite, especially the young people, obviously, college age kids and 20s, 30s, even young kids. It's all your future we're talking about, and it's looking pretty bleak, obviously. So it all starts with knowing. I mean, we are so blind. I'm total victim too. I know a lot more, even in the last couple months, than I did prior to that. Because about what, like, for example, what's going on in Palestine. Meanwhile, the shit's been going on forever. All right, so my eyes have been covered. You know what I mean? I should use two, right? My ears. No. So right now, my eyes are open to it. All right, and then it's like everything. Everything seems like it's corrupt, and honestly, it's because it is corrupt. Everything is. I mean, for the most part, just the old saying, follow the money. So this should be something that all the social media sites, in my opinion, I'm talking about everybody. Everybody should be talking about the real issues and combining their sort of thought process together and trying to dismantle the military-industrial machine from a and the whole sort of corruption with the big corporations, in that the political system shouldn't be influenced by big money. It shouldn't be influenced by big church. It shouldn't be influenced by big military. It should be for the people, by the people, however else that goes. Anyways, that starts with sort of grassroots sort of people getting together and all sort of having like-mindedness, having truth be the real thing, knowing that we have deception all around us, and that's going to be exponentially worse as AI gets more and more prevalent in our everyday sort of existence. So, but it's already everything, if you see an ad on TV, that should be a good clue not to eat it or drink it or believe it or anything. I mean, it's all, has a profit sort of minded. You're a customer or potential customer, and usually it's not good for you. I mean, I'm still amazed. Like, I watch things and like a can of Coke is sitting here, always. Like, so many things. Like, the can of Coke is sitting there, and I don't think that's by accident. But meanwhile, anybody with half a brain knows that I can't remember how long it's been since I had a Coca-Cola. I used to drink a ton of that stuff. Dr. Pepper was like my favorite. But no more. I mean, it's been a long time since I had. If I was in a pinch and I had it's not above me to have a can of Coke. You know what I mean? Once a year, it's not probably going to hurt me too bad. But even once a day, I suppose. Human body's amazingly adaptive. That's for sure. But it's catching up with us now. So eat right. So I'm just scatterbrained here right now. The main point of this video is I feel like everybody should do what I'm doing. Simple as that. Not real complicated. Should post videos. Try to interconnect whatever social media is you're using. Try to inform everybody around you that, hey, this shit's going on and time to talk about it. And it's not just, the Palestine, what's going on, the genocide, our country, sponsoring genocide. You should be in absolute horror of and not want to be part of living in a country that has a government that's doing that. And both sides of the aisle doing that. So, that's all a little puppet show anyways. Your presidents are bought and paid for like every other politician. Most of them are probably victims of extortion, so they're not going to give you the if you wonder, why are they doing that? Why would they possibly? Well, because they're compromised. That's a very good likelihood when you get up to that level. I don't care who you are, president on down. So they're not going to speak their mind and do the right thing. But we as citizens can. This is the whole point. We got to abolish the system. It's going to fall apart, all right? But if you want when they pick up the pieces to be the elitists, basically determining the horror show that's going to be sort of the mass population and sort of everything run by robots and drones flying overhead. This is real shit, man. This is the future as I see it. And massive quantity of drones, massive little doggies running around your neighborhood. Those mechanical doggies that, complete with guns, cameras, surveillance. I mean, and if you do something wrong, it will inform you. Whatever the powers to be want to be the case. It's super scary. I mean, the technology that's coming up here is just, it's like, boy, how can this go wrong? I mean, when you can do, for example, if I'm a woman, like a beautiful woman, especially if I'm one in the news or whatever, where people are actually, you're beautiful, you have a beautiful face. That's all it takes. And you all know what I'm going to say next, right? You're going to be superimposed on what seems to be infinite quantities of pornography. And, next thing you're a porn star getting gang raped by 8 black men or whatever. You know what I mean? So and everybody knows about it. Hey, what you doing that for? You know what I mean? It's hard to tell the difference. So, like, what could go wrong? Geez, what could go wrong when we can, superimpose your face on, whatever, funny, ha, 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 you know what I mean? But, yeah, everything can go down a dark path, and, that most people aren't going to do that sort of thing with anything malicious in mind, but keep in mind that technology can be obviously abused, and, I could be saying this to you true, or I could be saying, total nonsense to you, and you wouldn't know the difference. So, as far as like view, you know the difference, because you can say, hey, well, Bruce would never say that, hopefully, you know what I mean? Like, if I start saying, whatever disgusting thing that they're saying, maybe. So, yeah, beware of your sources, beware of everything, be my advice. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet, so I'm going to airdrop this and many other videos.